Liverpool can't attract good players. They can't. They've never been able to attract the top players in football. When they bought Salah, when they bought Mane, all these guys were on the come up. Do you know what I mean? They can't buy stars because they ain't got clout like that. Do you know what I mean? But Liverpool fans talk about their trophies, bruv. You can't buy the clout that it takes to be Man United, be in the Europa League and sign Zlatan and Pogba. You can't do that because your club's a little man club. Like it really is. Like, man don't care about Shankly and them man there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's what them man always talk about. You don't care about that.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Siraj and this is Red Net. And you know what we've got? We've got a Here We Go from Fabrizio Romano. The deal with Bayer Leverkusen has been agreed. Personal terms have been agreed with Florian Wirtz, and the man is going to be a Liverpool player. Absolutely fantastic work from FSG. Because this was something, I'm not gonna lie, like most of you over the last couple of years, from the Jude Bellingham moment, you know when Jude Bellingham was gonna sign for Liverpool? Remember when Enzo Fernandez was gonna sign for Liverpool? Remember when Moses Caceido was a done deal? Last season, Zubimendi, again. So, throughout this whole transfer saga, this Florian Wirtz transfer saga, I've been keeping my powder dry. Only because I've been burned so much in the past by this football club. Just when I think we are going to go and strengthen from a position of strength. You know, after that post-COVID 2021 season, you know, I honestly thought that Liverpool were going to kick on. Right? So you've won the Premier League in 2019 or 2020 or whatever that date is. And I'm thinking, yes, Liverpool is going to crack on. And who do we go sign that following summer? Who? Fucking nobodies. Absolute nobodies. Okay, look, we signed Diogo Jota, 40 million from Wolves. That's fine. Right? I'm okay with that. We get Thiago Alcantara. Did we really need a Thiago Alcantara at that point in time? I didn't really think so, but you know what? We went to go and sign him. That transfer window after that, I mean, it was Ben Davies, Diogo Jota, Thiago Alcantara, and all of these seem okay, but it's nothing that we really needed. We needed to go in hard on some defensive backup, but we went to go to Preston North End to buy Davies. Like, what the fuck? I've never seen that guy again. But that's the Liverpool transfer we did. So for me, I was sitting here with bated breath at the end of the season. Thinking like, okay, look what. Clearly, there's been some players that have left. Trent had left, which meant that we had a massive gap in terms of being able to fill that creative void. Because let's face it, right? Trent really was the creative playmaker for the most part for all of our goals. So him fucking off to Real Madrid, you're looking at where you're gonna find most. And look, Alexis McAllister can play the 10. He can play a creative role, but it's not like I'm going to go and say, hey, you know what, Alexis McAllister, you the next Filippo Coutinho. So when I did hear that we were in for Florian Wirtz and also the mouth-watering price tag that came along with it, I was skeptic. I was like, I don't know, fucking waste. No waste. This ownership will pay that much money for a player this good. I just didn't see it. Like everything about this deal screamed to me it's going to be another situation like Zubimendi. It's going to be another Caceido, another Enzo, another Jude Bellingham. Because let's face it, we've all been burnt there. So when you hear rival fans talk like that guy just spoke at the beginning, it's hard not to go, yeah, well, maybe they're right. You know, even though I honestly do believe that Liverpool, as a top club in world football, not even England, world football, I was always a little bit like taken aback, like, but why can't Chelsea attract those kind of players, even though their club is in the fucking mud? They're still attracting those players, and it became clearly obvious to me that Liverpool just doesn't pay the or at least our wage structure is not conducive to attracting a lot of players. Let's take for example, Liverpool is like ranked 9th out of all the top clubs in Europe, ranked 9th in terms of their wage bill. 3 or 4 or 5 above Tottenham Hotspurs. So that tells me that the club is run on a very sustainable model. It's a one player out for one player in. And you know what? And as much as I want the flashy signings like the Jude Bellinghams and stuff like that, it's a reason why I am not a board member at Liverpool, or why fans are not in charge of fucking transfer signings, because we sign, we our emotions rule us, you know. So thank God for that. But you know, I think for a large part, possibly could have been that the players just didn't feel that Liverpool were willing to pony up the money for them. You know, every single footballer feels like they are the next fucking best thing, and their agents are pumping them full of fucking just this hopium. You're the best. You great. You're gonna be fucking amazing. Every single player, and so with agents and with player fees and all that kind of stuff, I understand where Liverpool is kind of coming from. Frustratingly, but I do understand. If I look at the wage bills of, let's say, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Manchester United, these are all clubs that pay in the 200s of millions on player salaries per year. That's insane. But that's football. So when I saw we were going in for Florian Wirtz, naturally, like everybody, I was being very skeptical about it. And I know, you know how, like I said, you know, the fan bases, they make videos, they make compilation, YouTube highlights, comp the player in your team's shirt, and then the player goes somewhere else. And I just wasn't feeling it this season. I was, honestly, after Caceido and Zubimendi, I was burned. I was like, I'm not fucking making any content that's got to do with this fucking signing. Until my man said and Florian Wirtz, the most exciting player in world football. I still can't believe it. It still feels fucking surreal. I still think like, is this is probably it, but it's not it. We've already signed Jeremy Frimpong. As what I'm hearing is what we're in for Milan Kirkias, and these were the critical positions. Look, if we can sell a forward like Darwin Núñez or Diogo Jota, and be in for a striker as well, fucking hell, dude, that would be like the best transfer window in my life. Because normally it's people who take our players. Normally it's people who come in for Luis Suarez, our top players. Coming for Coutinho. And coming for Mo Salah. Luckily he didn't go. But you get what I'm saying, right? Liverpool is we've always been seen as a selling club. All of our best players go somewhere else, want to play for somewhere else. But this season, it showed me the ambition of SCG. When we signed Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk on 2-year contracts, but it was a statement of intent. It showed me that our owners are fucking serious people, man. They're serious people. The way they got the Frimpong deal done, huh? The way they're getting the Virgil deal done, what? And as I hear it, it's 150 all in with add-ons and everything like that. Fuck it, go for it. He's gonna sell a shit ton of shirts, 100%. And this tells me that you always fix your roof when the sun is shining. Always. You always do your reparations or your repairs around your house when it's summer, not when the water's leaking into your house and everything is a mess. You do it when the sun is shining, and that's what I gotta give it. And you know what? Mad love and respect to Richard Hughes and Michael Edward. I know 2 or 3 seasons ago we had Julian Ward and Jurgen Klopp and their transfer dealings, and let's be real, it was fucking awful. Like really, if you think about the players that we really signed, it's like why would you? Who signed up on Darwin Núñez? And clearly he didn't really fit our play. But okay, Jurgen Klopp wanted him, so we're gonna go with that. Turned out to not be the right decision. But you know what? If butts and coconuts, it doesn't matter. We managed to win an English title, and I think, to me, what this really kind of like symbolizes is an intent to defend our title again and to go after the Champions League. Look at what PSG did with the signing of Kvaratskhelia. I mean, for me, Kvaratskhelia was the player of the season last season. Fucking hands down, for me, he was the best player in Europe. But they signed him, they took him from Napoli. They signed him in January, and their fortunes changed. Look at Man City, the moves that they are making. Shirkri, fucking hell, if we went in for Wirtz, that's the other player I would have said Liverpool have to go and sign. They already got Mamouche. So City ain't sitting back. City's like, no, Liverpool, you had your moment, but we're gonna be back. But we can't let City back into the fucking room again. We've got to keep them outside for as long as we possibly can. Or at least as long as Guardiola is still there. But what does this mean now for us? And honestly, like I said, to me, it's a signing of intent. It tells me we're really serious about retaining our title, defending our title, most importantly. And number 2, going after Champions League. Because let's face it, I don't see Madrid fucking challenging now that Ancelotti is gone. Absolutely not. Madrid is going through a transition period themselves as well. So the only teams I can see really being super competitive next season is going to be PSG, Man City, Liverpool, and of course Bayern Munich is going to be in that mix. And Barcelona. How can you forget about those people? So for me, I'm still in disbelief. I'm still in disbelief because this whole myth that Liverpool can't attract, I can understand from the outside it might look like it, but what we've done with our wage structure and our strategy, I think we have overperformed. We've excelled any expectation. We've gone past our ceilings. If I look at our salary spend compared to where we finished every single season, like I said, we're 2 or 3 positions above Spurs in Europe, and Spurs is like fucking tight. Daniel Levy is tight. He doesn't spend fucking money. He buys like little kids. Jimmy Savile settings at White Hart Lane. That's some serious shit. But anyway, Reds, I am fucking over the moon. And you know what? This Florian Wirtz signing puts to bed this myth that Liverpool cannot attract the best players in the world. Yes, of course, we're a club that develop, that makes stars. We haven't been a club that buys superstars. That's never been our model. But when the opportunity is there, and I gotta give FSB their props for this, it's the same with Alisson and Van Dijk. When the opportunity is there to bring in someone who they feel is gonna be a game changer for us, and Florian Wirtz is that game changer, just like Virgil van Dijk was and Alisson Becker was. Wow! Reds, what a way to start the summer. So now it's like you know when they're playing the chess game and then Liverpool goes check. Now we're waiting on Arsenal, we're waiting on Chelsea, we're waiting on fucking Man City, most importantly, to see what these people are gonna make moves on. I'm worried about Man City, as I always do, but this is something else. This breaks the mold for Liverpool. British transfer record, 150 million euros. Wow! Let's get it. I can't wait for the season to start. You know what? There's some bullshit football gonna happen in the next couple of weeks. I would just like us to complete our transfer workings. Let's see if we can get the Kirkus deal as well done by the end of this week, so that we've signed all of our players before the Club World Cup, because you never know what can happen in the Club World Cup. Your player could fucking break their leg and all that other bullshit. But Liverpool's not in there, so it doesn't really matter. City's in there, they gotta go make the signings and that kind of stuff. Oh, it's gonna be an excellent, excellent season next year. I honestly can't believe we would sign a player like Christian Wirtz, but we did. And now we gotta live with it. And I'm so fucking over the moon. Wow! Reds, let me know what you guys think. Who else can we get in? Who else should we let go? I honestly feel like if we can get some money from Saudi for Darwin Núñez, we can get 50 million for Darwin Núñez, I'll bite their fucking hands off. Because then we can think about who we can bring in. Woo! Baller! Anyways, Reds, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good vacation, holiday, wherever you may be. And if not, if you're still at work and all that kind of shit, hang in there. It's almost summer. That's it for me. That's all I wanted to say. My goodness me, what a great day. What a great fucking way to start the season. I'm off. You take care. Let me know in the comments all the kind of stuff that you guys thinking. Let me know what other people are saying about our club and what you're saying back to them. I know I have just two things I say to them, this and this. Okay? Anyways, Reds, you take care, and I'll speak to you at the next one.